Does ordering a Shirley Temple when you're out with your friends make you feel a little bad-tempered or unfriendly? Well, today I'm going to show you how to make the drink that's perfect for you called the Shirley Temple. So this is a simple drink, and just like its niece, the Shirley Temple, it will also be a non-alcoholic option. So we're going to start off by getting a shot of espresso ready. And while that's brewing, let's mix up the rest of our ingredients. Starting with half a can of diet soda from your local grocery store. And you want it from the grocery store because you can't have it being too nice. That's not very surly. Just pour from a height. Let those bubbles do their thing. Next, we'll cut this lemon in half and squeeze out about a tablespoon's worth of lemon juice. Now it's time to really swirl it up by adding a hefty dash of tomato soup to the mix. Not tomato juice, because we're not making a Caesar over here. And in it goes. The bubbles coming up really let you know that this beverage is becoming surly. Being surly is often associated with old age, but do you know who's not surly? That's right, buff people. So let's not miss this opportunity to add a little bit of gains to our beverage by mixing just a dash of protein powder. Now this stuff over here is a little bit on the sweet side, so we'll balance that out with a pinch of soup stock. Shirley Temples get a big hit of flavor from grenadine, so we're going to need something that packs a similar punch, and I think you already know where I'm going with this. That's right, thick Franks. It's nice that they made this bottle out of plastic, so you can just squeeze as much as you like, or as little as you like. It's all up to you. Speaking of splashes, next we're going to add a splash of just the water that comes out of the mustard, not the mustard itself. You just want that hint, like an absinthe spray that you would do in a cocktail. And that should do it. Just a few drops, that's all you need. Now that we have all our ingredients in a glass, it's time to mix it up. And this is where our drink really comes together. Now, we're not just gonna mix it with a stick or a straw or a Swizzler. No. We're gonna use this opportunity to add one last bit of flavor to this drink by using some canned sardines. Now, these are in tomato sauce, so we're just gonna lightly brush them across the side. In this step, feel free to experiment. Perhaps try a sardine and brine, a smoked oyster, or if you're feeling extra surly, maybe even a Kipling. See what works best with your palate. Now we just have to transfer this over some ice. Then we'll top the whole thing off with the espresso we made earlier. Give it a little swoosh. And there you have the Shirley Temple. Salud. Yum! You can hardly taste the protein powder in there. It has notes of coffee. Get sparkles, just a little effervescence, just at the back of the throat. If it's a little thick for your liking, feel free to thin it down with some pearl onion liquid, which I will be doing here. Yeah, that's the appropriate amount. Let's go in for another sip. Even though the sardine was only in there for a few seconds, really comes through with that pack of umami and fishiness and taste. Hope this was an educational moment for everyone, and feel free to make the Shirley Temple at your next barbecue or family gathering, or when you go out for a nice evening out. You now have a new non-alcoholic option for you. Yum yum. Another sip? You want me to take another sip? Delicious. This is the worst thing I have ever. Whose idea was the Shirley Temple? The Shirley Temple is a delicious. We could have just made a Caesar. We referenced a Caesar, but we put fish in this? Oh my God. Jesus. I went to film school for this. It has thick Franks. When did Franks become thick? Mustard water? At least you can't taste it in there. Dash my ass. So not helpful.